and today we are going to perform an activity related to the topic flotation, which is float or sink. So, have you ever wondered why something floats or something sinks? Well, it's all about density. Objects which are tightly packed have higher density and objects which are loosely packed have lower density. To understand this, let us perform an activity. If we have a bottle cap here, if we put it in the water, it will float because of its lower density. And on the other hand, if we put a marble inside the water, it will sink because of its lower density. Similarly, if we put an iron nail in the water, it will sink because of its higher density. And on the other hand, if we put a toothpick in the water, it will float because of its lower density. So from this activity, we can conclude that objects that have higher density will sink in water and objects which have lower density will float in water. But you must have seen some large boats and ships have higher density, but they still float on water. To understand this, let me explain you the Archimedes principle first. It states that if an object is partially or wholly immersed in a fluid, it experiences a buoyant force which is equal to its weight of the water displaced by it. So, if the object's weight is equal to its buoyant force, then the object will float. Here we have a boat kind of structure. If we put it in a water, it will float because its object's weight is equal to the buoyant force. And on the other hand, if the object's weight is greater than the buoyant force, then the object will rise in liquid and then float. And if the object's weight is lower than the buoyant force, then the object will sink in water.